all in a day on CBC Radio 1.
Well, how long has it been since you spoke to someone from high school? 5 years? 10 years? How about 50? Would you be able to chat with them just like you did in the halls? Peter Beamish thinks so. Peter was part of the 1976 graduating class at St. Pius X High School. And if you were part of that year, he's trying to track you down. That's because Peter is organizing a 50-year reunion. Good afternoon. So why did you decide you wanted to do this?
I did the 20th as well, but in high school, I was involved in a lot of parties and boat cruises on the Ottawa River and a lot of that stuff. So when it was time for the 50th, it just made sense to get the old gang together.
They were doing those booze cruises in 1976 too, as they call them?
Yeah, the Paula D.
Oh, boy. How have you approached the search for people you haven't spoken to in 50 years?
Couple of different angles. Because I had done the 20th reunion, we had that list, and that helped for a lot of reasons. A lot of word of mouth. But starting really, I opened up the yearbook and just wrote everybody's name down and then started searching for them online with a little help from AI.
In what way?
Well, I was just thinking about the way to explain this. Here's how I found one guy. AI said, the person with that name commented on a cycling website about a nice path 10 years ago. And here's the link. And sure enough, I hit the link, got the email. I never would have found him without AI doing their thing. But a lot of word of mouth, too.
As you've been working on the search, have there been other ways you found people and connected them? I heard something about a couple who had broken up and...
Oh, yeah, that's right. They'd been a couple in high school, and that's always a big deal, you know, and then a big breakup. Mm-hmm. And so when I found the mail of the couple and we finished talking, I said, hey, just long shot, do you still, any idea where so-and-so is? And he said, I know exactly where she is. She's in my kitchen. Aww. We got back together and all that. So it'll be a night of, 3 nights actually, of interesting...
Some high school sweethearts who never left, and some maybe finding each other 50 years later. That's an important part for you, to bring people together like that.
Somebody sent me a one-panel cartoon. It's a person on a treadmill, and the speed dial says low, medium, high school reunion. And what I thought was, hey, if it gets everybody sort of a little more fit and all that, why not?
Have you, at the same time, though, had people, if you can be honest with us, who were like, thanks, but no thanks?
Very few.
Yeah.
Very few. There was more of that at the 20th. And I realized then, you know, people were in the middle of marriages and children and career and all that. We're all now closing in on 70. And so almost to a T, one person was out in Victoria and he said, that's a long way to go for a beer, but yeah, why not? So it's been really positive.
Maybe they also have more of the means as well.
That
to
too,
make
the means and the time.
I do want to bring up one thing. The fact that last year at CBC, we did a series of stories about something that happened at your school the year before you graduated.
That's right.
Right. It was a school shooting. Mm-hmm. And St. Pius was the site of one of Canada's first school shootings, dominated the school's identity for a while. How did that weigh into the decision to have the reunion?
What happens sometimes with things like that is it makes you even closer, and it happened early in the school year. So I would say that our class was exceptionally close that year, and a lot of them remain so. So that's the positive side of it, that it brought us together that way.
Right, because a lot of people will hear the name of the school from the time and associate it with that. What do you want them to know about what it was like to attend St. Pius in the 70s?
It was just a little bit like being in a bubble, you know, and we were dominating football and a bunch of other things at the time. It was just a real good spirit. Talking with friends as this thing comes together, we kind of were talking about teachers that we kind of thought were so much older than us, and now we kind of did the math and realized some of them were 5-6 years older, you know. Some of them will be coming. But it was just a big community, is the best way to put it.
You've got some teachers coming.
Yeah.
What have they said?
They've said that they're looking forward to it. Yeah, we're thrilled to have them.
So if someone from the 1976 graduating class is listening now, or they know someone, what do they need to know to take part?
Well, it's in mid-September. What they need is this email address, which is stpiusx76@gmail.com. So STPIUSX76.
Peter, thank you so much. All the best with putting us all together for September.
Well, thank you for having me. It's nice to get the word out. I'm really seeing how many people I can get. I'm well over 100, but there's about 70 that I haven't found. And people a little bit older may not have much of a web presence, so a little harder to find. So this has been great.
Hey, one last question. Do you still have your ruffle shirt or anything like that you're going to wear?
I'm going to wear my beanie and maybe put my sideburns back into there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Peter. Peter Beamish is organizing a 50-year reunion of the class of 1976 from St. Pius X High School. It's happening this September.